Sorry about your jolting, everybody. There we go. Hello everybody, my name is Katrina Davis. I moved up here, I moved to Northumberland on the 16th of September 2019, and I don't regret it since I love it up here. The town I live in is called Crabbington. That's all I'm giving out because of data protection for myself, not to anyone else, but for myself, because I don't know who's going to watch this. There are few pointers throughout my life which I would like to discuss to you lot, and there are some shout outs that I would like to do as well. First of all, I was born in Hastings, East Sussex. I went to a special needs school for special needs people, and my first school was in Rye. That was a special needs school. That was primary school / nursery. Then I went to what you recall as a secondary school, which was, in my terms, Glide Gap School. Don't know if you have heard it or not, but it's a really good school. I would recommend it to anyone out there. Bit about my life history. I was born with a cleft palate, and I was known as, don't know how to describe this, Charlie Chaplin, with his feet out like that. I have my both feet out like that. So I had to be in plaster for 2 years of my life. I learnt how to walk when I was 5 years old. From then on, my dad had big arguments with my consultant about the operations. When I was 19 years old, I had one operation done on my ankle, which was my left leg. Yeah, my left leg. Then later on in life, I had to have the other leg done, which was performed by Mr. Ross in Eastbourne Hospital. That's also in East Sussex. Now, after the operation, things started to go a bit pear-shaped. I went to judo every week, probably about 2 to 4 times a week, where I went to the YMCA, the Zodiac Arrest Release School. Now, the YMCA, my best friend, Wallet, Les, God, can't remember his surname. Les Pike, that's it. Les Pike, Duncan McLean, and Paul Everest. Les Pike took me on, not knowing I had physical disabilities. Duncan took me on, not knowing I have physical disabilities. Paul took me on. He had some idea about my disability, but he couldn't say what it was. So, with that, I started going more and more times to judo. When there was a point where I wasn't really eating much, and my body just said, that's enough. Then I was admitted to hospital numbers of occasions because of stress within the family, and at this point I was unable to use both of my arms and my legs. Got hoisted in hospital. Your nurse, Sister Louise, bless her, she's not here no more. She taught me how to walk again. And I remember her saying, Mum and Dad's here. I'm like, what? Your Mum and Dad's here. Come on, show them. So I walked out to them. Mum was beside herself. Dad was crying his eyes out. And in 2007, I went to China, and in that time Dad had, not knowing at this point, had Parkinson's disease, and that was all at that time. And getting a bit choked up now. Sorry. So in 2007, I went to China to compete in the Special Olympics, which I got a silver medal for. And during that time in China, I got diagnosed of having cerebral palsy. And my mum and dad and my sister Margaret were shell shocked. And 2 years later, 2009, you could do your scat. My dad had a stroke, and it got confirmed that he had Parkinson's as well. And he had cancer as well. I'm trying to do this without any tears, but so I got a phone call. I was living in London at the time. I got a phone call from my sister saying it's Dad. I'm like, what's the matter with him? She said, Margaret said, sit down, got some bad news. I'm like, just tell me, will ya? And she said, yeah, Dad's got cancer back. And on that Monday of 2nd of January 2009, I had to make an emergency dash from London to Hastings to see my dad. And I didn't recognise him at all. Not at all. As time went past, when I was down there, he passed away. With me, Mum, Dad, me, Mum, Jackie, Marina, Margaret, his brother, Uncle Brian, my Auntie Jackie, Auntie Anne. He passed away in his sleep at 12 at night. We read him his last rites, and you could do your scat. And only can't remember what day it was. It was a blur to me yesterday. I went to see him in the Chapel First. He was 79 when he died. He looked 10 years younger. And on the 19th of January, we cremated him. That was the hardest bit of my life. I was only 27 years old myself. 24 years old myself, sorry. But since then, I was going through a lot of grief. I had no one to turn to in London, so I went out for a fresh air walk to find myself at Chelsea Respiratory Hospital in London. And at this point I could walk. And with a Zimmer, of course. Not a Zimmer, crocodile frame. So I went to A&E and I was asking for help. But your psychologist who I saw said, go home and get help from you. He said to me, I will still remember his words. What's your intentions? I grabbed my lighter at the time I was smoking. I grabbed my lighter, flicked the flame up. I never did make it home that night. I ended up staying in hospital for about 7 months because I set fire to myself through grief. But that's not a main reason why I'm in a chair. Please don't look at me like that. My main reason why I'm in a chair is because of my physical disabilities. And I keep on asking everyone who I'm closest to, will I ever walk again? I say, no, I won't. But I'm determined to walk again with your right help. So, yeah. Got through that ordeal. Got made homeless because I couldn't go back to where I was. Then I went to I can't remember where it was, but somewhere in London. Then I moved to Surrey, to Heathcote Road. I was not very happy there at all. So I did exactly the same thing there. Not to myself, but to my own flat. Got arrested for arson. Got remanded in custody for 4 months. I came out 2 days before my mum's birthday, and that was her birthday present. As soon as I got out, I went to see my mum, my real mum. And ever since then, she doesn't want to know me. Not at all. But I'm stronger now. I could deal with anything that throws to me. I survived fire after fire. I survived pneumonia. I survived sepsis. I survived operations after operations. And I'm still here. I'm 37 now, going on 38 this year. I still look young. I get mistaken of being a 25-year-old still. Sorry, yes, it's a long video, guys. Anyway, let's do your shout-outs now, shall we? To your good stuff. Now I've got my passed out in my system. I would like to shout out to Hello to Father in Autism and Kevin Chapman on YouTube's channels, and to everyone else on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.